Hey hoes, welcome to the pink room. Let's talk some shit.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dolls that I grew beside. All the niggas round me, high they got. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right.
Okay, y'all ready? Bro, I had to take 3 shots. I don't know what it is. First of all, I got a mirror back here, so I'm looking at my reflection because the way that my sign is, I can't use my front camera, so I can't actually see myself. Before we get into the story, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications because I'm gonna start posting more regularly. I know I say that all the time, but this time I mean it. I just designed the whole room around this, so we finna start recording for real. But yeah, so let's get into it. I'm originally from Florida, so me and my husband, we go to Florida all the time because we both are from Florida. And I haven't been to Florida since last July, and we didn't go for Christmas. I should have gone for Christmas because like all my nieces and stuff were there, but I just didn't want to wait until July. And then my mama had just retired, so it was a good excuse for me to go to Florida. But we went down there and I threw a retirement party for my mama. I do not recommend throwing no fucking party. Like, that's my first time ever throwing a party. And I don't know, but for me personally, if I invite you somewhere, okay, let me say it this way. People in my family always be throwing shit, but they'll be like, oh, we're gonna have this at my house and I need you to bring X, Y, and Z. I don't like that. Like, I get it if it's gonna be like a family kind of function, everybody brings something, but I just feel like if you throwing a celebration and you inviting people, don't ask me to bring nothing. Like, why am I spending money? So when I throw something, I want to just pay for everything, but I'm not doing that shit no fucking more. So we threw a retirement party for my mama. We didn't really do too much. Like, I bought her some decorations. I got her a present. I got like some food from Publix and a cake and stuff. But when I tell you, not only did it cost me $700 to come to Florida, it cost me like $400 to throw the party. And that blew me. So y'all won't be seeing me in Florida no more. I'm not finna make no extra trips because I swear I spend more money in Florida than I do anywhere else. And it's not even fucking fun. But anyway, so I threw a retirement party for my mama and we had it at my sister's house. So we had a retirement party and I don't know why I expected, because me and my best friend, she lives in Florida, and we were kind of discussing what we were gonna do that weekend because her birthday was a couple days before I got there, and we didn't go on a trip for her birthday this year. So I went to Florida to help celebrate her birthday too. So for the party, my problem is I don't like to have concrete plans. I don't know, for some reason, when I have set in stone plans, it stresses me the hell out. So I kind of just like to go with the flow and kind of have options for what you want to do when the moment comes. But having like, oh, I got to be there by 8 o'clock, that's going to stress me the fuck out. So I don't like doing that. So we were pretty much like, hopefully the party goes to plan and we just have fun at the party. But if we don't have fun at the party, we can go out after instead. So we wasn't really set in stone on what we were going to do, but that was one of the options. So the party wasn't fun. Like, it was okay. It was not, to me, it was not worth the money. But my mama had fun. That's all that mattered. My mama was drunk as fuck. So she had fun. So that's all that really matters about the party. But it was not no, like, party for me. It was like an old people party. Like, I'm literally at a party. I was like, this party is fucking whack. And they're like, you planned the party. So if it's whack, it's your fault. How about you go to hell? But yeah. So we had a retirement party during the day or whatever. So during the retirement, I don't really drink like that. I don't know if y'all know that, but I'm the lightest weight in America. If I drink a Seagram's and 2 shots, I'm fucking drunk. So I don't really drink like that. And we started the party at like 4. So I got to my sister's house at like 3. So it was like too early to be drinking for real. So I wasn't like taking them back, but I was taking shots with my sister because my sister is a lighter weight than me, and I think it's funny to get her drunk. So I was making her take shots, but she only took like 2 because I'm telling you, she is a way lighter weight than me because she don't drink at all. But so at that point, I was only taking shots because I was making my sister take shots. So I was just taking shots with her. So then, like, as it kind of got dark, my niece came. And that bitch drank for real. So once the party was kind of winding down, that's when we started taking shots. So I was pouring shots for me, my best friend, and my niece. And I don't really, I was like pouring them slower. So I probably took like 3 shots. But Kalisha was playing with Kalisha's my best friend. But Kalisha was playing with the shots. So I would give her one and I get one and I'll take it. And then she ain't took it yet. So I'll pour me another one so I could drink with her. So I was drinking like a double what she was drinking. So, and the main reason I was trying to get drunk is because my family will lead you to drink. They were stressing me the fuck out. So I was like, yeah, we going out, I'm getting fucked up tonight. So I was taking the shots. But my niece, she's a drinker for real. So once she got the bottle and started pouring them, she was giving me shots back to back to back. So I'm a lightweight. So probably before we left the house, I had like over 10 shots. So we, so at this point, we still didn't have plans. Mind you, where I'm from is Polk County in Florida. So it's like lame as fuck. But they got like these like bars now to where people like actually go out in Polk County. And I don't know nothing about that. So I was depending on Shani, my niece, to tell us where we was gonna go in Polk County because I ain't never heard of going out in Polk County. That's news to me. But she was like, she don't really know where the spot's at for real. So I posted on my Facebook talking about where y'all, what's going on in Polk tonight. Tell me what. First of all, I don't have to post up for like 2 minutes. But my problem is in my brain, I'm famous. So why y'all didn't respond to me within 30 seconds? Delete it. I don't play like that. But I was like, I didn't want to go out in Polk and it be lame and that blow my night when we could just leave early and go to Tampa and for sure have a good time. Even though that's not for sure because I gotta tell you, the last time I went to Tampa and it was okay, but that was a time. But yeah, so we ended up going out in Ybor. So by the time we were set on going to Ybor, it was like 7 p.m. And I don't know why we do this, but when we get drunk, we make so many plans. It was like, oh, we're going to go to Ybor tonight. Then we're going to go to brunch tomorrow. Then we're going to go to the pool with the kids. I don't know why we be doing that. But we had all these, now all of a sudden we had all these plans. So by this time it was like 7 and it was like too early for us to leave to go to Tampa. So we ended up taking my other niece back home. And by the time we were, I guess, figuring out what we were going to do, it's like 10 o'clock. Mind you, I don't get to the club until like midnight either, but we had to drive to Tampa from Bartow. So that was like an hour drive. So we got to, so my niece who was going with us, she went home to change. And we took my other niece back home because she couldn't go out. She just had a baby. So, so then we go and we pick up Shani from her house or whatever. And then we go to my grandma's house. So what did we go to my grandma's house for? Oh, we went to my grandma's house so I could go pack my spend a night bag. And my grandma's house is on the way out of Bartow to go to Tampa. So we went to go pack my spend a night bag. We're in a rush. So I packed my spend a night bag or whatever. And I end up changing in the car. But we had to go back to my grandma's house anyway because I left my wallet in the house. Who does that? But anyway, so I ended up changing in the car. And I'll wait till I get there. So I ended up changing in the car. So I was kind of pissed because when I wasn't pissed. I wasn't mad. But it just kind of threw my outfit off because I had bought this skirt. It's so fucking cute. I'll insert a picture of it. But I had a plan of how to wear this outfit with heels. But then my best friend was like, let's wear tennis shoes instead of heels, which I'm fine with because I've been wearing heels for pictures, not for real life. So I had to switch up my outfit to match with tennis shoes instead of matching with heels. And I don't know why I think I'm Beyonce and I can't wear stuff that I buy. But now in my mind, I can't wear my skirt no more. But I'm probably going to wear my skirt to Dreamville because that shit is fucking cute. But anyway, so yeah, I changed in the car and we're on the way to Tampa. So tell me why we're in the car. This is how I knew I was drunk because I was ready to cry. I don't know what it is about alcohol that makes me want to talk about my feelings. But anyway, we'll get to that later. But we're in the car. I don't know how it came up, but I pretty much was like, if y'all get into a fight, do y'all expect me to fight too? Because back in high school, one of my homegirls, she said I was fake because I said that if she get into a fight, that ain't got nothing to do with me, that she just got in a fight. Like, I feel like if you're getting jumped, that's different. I'm not going to let you get jumped. But if it's a one-on-one or you're getting beat up, that just means you need to go to the gym or something. Like, I don't know how I got in it.
That to
So
be
now
true.
why
I just
am I
thought it
in
was
it?
funny.
And you could have did
Now,
it.
see how I get
I
wrong
did
because
it.
you never
I didn't do
apologize.
nothing.
Like, what the fuck that got to do with me? But when I brought it up in the car, Kalisha was pretty much like, I could see how you wouldn't want to, I could understand. She pretty much was like, I can understand both ways. Like, I could see how you would say you don't want to get involved, but I could also see how you would think I'm a weird bitch if you don't get involved. And then Shani was like, if one of us fight, we all fight. It don't matter if it's one-on-one or not. My thing is, I don't really believe in jumping, but I definitely get where they're coming from, that, yeah, you are kind of a weird bitch if you watch your friend just get beat up. So I guess I just need to know the rules. So we established that the rules was if that they got into a fight, I had to get into the fight too. That's all I need to know. Let me know the expectations, because if it's up to me, I'm just going to tell you to go to the gym. But okay, I guess I gotta fight, whatever. And I don't know why I had this conversation. I don't know why I thought we was gonna go to Tampa and be fighting bitches. I don't know why I thought that, but I need the clarification. Now I know. I love communication. So anyways, we was having a conversation in the car. So then we get to Ybor. We were supposed to go to 7th and Grove. Tell me why. I've tried to go to 7th and Grove so many times and I have never been to 7th and Grove. I cannot get there to save my fucking life. But anyway, so we get to the parking lot or whatever. So we had brought one of the bottles I had at my sister's house in the trunk. Well, I think we brought both of the bottles, but we had the bottles in the trunk. So we was like, this is the dumbest shit ever. Because we was like, let's get drunk as we can before we go into the club so we're not spending much money on the drinks. And you'll see why that's funny in a second. So we in the parking lot just passing the bottle and then we like record each other like waterfalling it. Tell me why every time these bitches waterfall me, they want to drown me. I'm the only one who could do the perfect waterfall. Like, why is my mouth and my chest full of liquor? Like, I know I'm the life of the party, but I could just take it one sip at a time. You ain't gotta fucking drown me. But yeah, so they're in the parking lot drinking tequila out the trunk. Turn up in the parking lot. It was so fun. But so we would spend forever in that fucking parking lot. So we ended up paying for parking or whatever. So I got another story time about how we lost the car when we were in Houston. That's a different story. But because of that, we lost the car in Houston. I kind of try and pay attention to the surroundings when we're parking. Because my thing is, I just expect for the driver to know where the car is. But I just kind of like to be aware because we lost the car in Houston and it was fucking annoying. Anyway, so I just knew that the parking lot was like a set of cars going this way, a set of cars going this way, with the parking meter by the street, right behind the club, and the club had like this little in cave, and then there was a sign facing the club that said 417. So I knew the general area of where we were at. It may have said 717, that was a month ago. At the time I knew what it said, but it was a 3-digit number and I remember what it was. I think it was 407 though. So anyway, we paid for parking or whatever. So then we walking around to go to like the strip area. And then it was like girls arguing in the parking lot. Like they weren't fighting, but you could just tell that one of their friends was just super drunk and they was trying to get her in the car or whatever, and she was fighting back. So they weren't like beefing for real, but you know. So we was like, we're just talking about fighting bitches. So now that we know. But yeah. So you walk around the corner and it's 7th and Grove right there. So when we looked inside of 7th and Grove, it was dead as fuck. And it was like maybe 7 people in line. Mind you, by this time it's like 11, 12. But bro, the street was jumping. So we walked by 7th and Grove, whatever. So then the security's out there. I asked the security how much is the cover. And he gonna say something. I don't know. You gotta go inside to see. I'm not finna wait in. First of all, me paying a cover is crazy. I don't know why I'm like that. But I don't like paying covers. I'm a celebrity. But no, for real. I don't like paying cover. But anyway, so I used to post on Facebook where it was like, if you complain about a $20 cover, I'm never going out with you again. Baby, don't go nowhere with me. Because it could be a $3 cover. I'm going to complain. Why am I paying to get into the club? I'm finna turn this bitch up. You need to be paying me to come into the club. Anyway. So, so security wouldn't tell me how much the cover was. So like, I'm not finna wait in line to go into a dead club and pay a mysterious cover when we could just go down the strip and go somewhere else. So anyway, so we go down the strip, and then I guess they was playing music out the trunk or something, and they was playing my shit. So I was like, I love outside. But mind you, by this time, I'm like drunk as shit, because I was literally gulping the bottle. Like I wasn't even taking shots no more. Right before we left, I just swallowed until I couldn't swallow no more. So I'm pilled. So they playing the music out there. They playing my shit. So you know me, I'm dancing. And then they keep trying to have a conversation with me, and I'm talking to people. Oh, that's my shit. Hold a second. I gotta do my shit. I'll be right back. But yeah, then I saw my bae Alex, one of my friends from high school, out there. So I ain't there forever. So I was all up in her face, talking to her. And then I don't know what happened, but they were pulling me along to go to the next club or whatever. So we went to this club, White Lie. That's kind of my spot. I've only been there twice. But the first time I went to Tampa, the last time, I'm gonna tell y'all a story about that time. Don't remind me to tell y'all that story. But we went to Coyote Ugly the last time, and it was fucking whack. So we went next door to White Lie, and White Lie doesn't have a cover. So we went into White Lie again. It didn't have a cover. So that's the first place we actually went inside. We didn't stand there the whole night. So, bro, so tell me why we was in a parking lot drinking, trying to get drunk as we could, and tell me why as soon as we get in the club, Alicia gonna be like, Eva, buy some drinks, and he gonna be buying us drinks. Why are we like that? So I went and I bought us cranberry tequila, and I think it was a double shot of tequila, because I don't know why, something about being a girl, you just got to be in the club with your drink. Like, I don't know, it just set the vibes. So I got us all a drink. So then, we're in the club, we just dancing. Mind you, they're not playing great music, but I figured out what the trick is. Nobody ever plays music I like. But if I'm drunk enough, I will dance to anything. And that's why I usually be hating it, because I don't like to encourage the DJ to keep playing trash. So I just usually be still and stare at them in the eyes to let them know that we hate the music. But when I'm drunk, I dance to everything. So that's what I learned. I gotta be fucked up anytime I go to the club, because they gonna make me mad with the music every time. But yeah, so we dancing with the drinks or whatever, and we dancing with the drinks. So then this girl just back up. So it was in line. It was these dudes in front of us. So I'm talking to the dudes or whatever, and then this girl behind him in line. I guess it was what is it called? Y'all don't know. It's like Mardi Gras, but it's in Tampa. What is it called? Gasparilla. It was Gasparilla that day. So it was beads all along the street. So I'm talking to these dudes. I turned around to Kalisha and Shani. They got fucking beads. I was so mad. I was like, what the fuck are my beads? And they was like, y'all too busy. You too busy talking to some people to get you some beads. I'm like, do y'all want free drinks in the club or not? That's what I thought. Now give me some fucking beads. So the girl came back and she gave me beads or whatever. But yeah, so then we got in, we was taking the drinks or whatever. So then this girl, I was gonna say dyke, but I heard that you're not supposed to say that. Y'all tell me, I don't know if dyke is a slur, but if it is, let me know and I'll stop saying it. But let's just say stud, because this is a side note, but my understanding is that dykes are white people and studs are black people. Y'all let me know. But it was a stud because she was a black girl. I know the terms, LOL. But yeah, so this stud had came up to us and she was talking, and she was like, she said something, I don't know what she was saying, but she kept saying that she's from Boston. I'm from around here, but I live in Boston. I really live in Boston. And she's showing us her ID. I'm like, I don't give a fuck that you live in Boston. I'm like, Legarius would love that you live in Boston. Legarius love the New England Patriots. Here I am going on about that. And then she talking about, I don't remember exactly what word she said, but my dumb ass gonna say, I'm sorry, but I only like girly girls. I don't like studs. LOL. I don't know why I get drunk and think that I'm gay, because I don't like girls, period. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, so yeah, so then the girl was talking to Kalisha and Shine, and she was like, why can't I have both of y'all? Why can't I have both of y'all? And that was killing me, because who said you could have either one? LOL. That was taking me out. And then, so here goes Shiny entertaining her. That's what I love about Shiny. She be down for the cause. She giving the girl a dance and get us them drinks. But, so then Kalisha, she comes over to me and she tells me that I gotta chug my drink because this girl's gonna buy us another drink. And that's when because I know my limit, but that's when I knew I had went left, because chugging that drink made me almost throw up. So that's how I knew I had too much liquor, but I chugged the drink so I could get me another drink, LOL. So I don't know exactly what happened, but the girl ended up going away and didn't buy us no drink. So then Kalisha bought us another shot of tequila. So we drank that. So I think Shiny had to pee. I don't remember who had to pee, but we went to the bathroom, and as always, the bathroom has like a line. So we go into the bathroom, we're in line. We get into the bathroom, like they have like the handicap bathroom, that's like a bigger one. So we all go into the bathroom together and we all take hers peeing. And so then we in there and we just talking. Bro, I could not tell you how long we was in there talking, but we were talking for at least like 20 minutes. So then the girls outside was like, we didn't use the bathroom. I was like, oh, my bad. And we come out to use the bathroom. Like, I know they were fucking pissed, because we was talking good and we was loud as hell. So anybody who's in Ybor that night know all our fucking business, because we was just talking. And at this point, I was really excited, because one thing I love to do is to get drunk and fucking cry. Like, that is amazing to me. I feel like the ideal night would be to get drunk, go to the club, dance, have fun, then go home with your homegirls, y'all cry together, and everybody gets close. I think it's an amazing bonding experience. It's my favorite thing to do. And that's what my best friend do every time. We get drunk and we cry. That's what we do. That's literally, I got to tell a story about how we became best friends, but that's how we became friends in the first place, because we was drunk and crying. That's what we do. But, but yeah, so anyway, so we're all excited to leave. So at this point it's like 1:10, and the clubs in Ybor, they close at 2, which I think is whack. The clubs here close at 2 also. I'm like, 2 is kind of early to be closing. That's why I'm kind of excited to move to Houston, because they be having after hours and shit, and I don't be ready to go home at 2, because I don't even get there until 12, but whatever. So yeah, So we're leaving or whatever. So me and Shani, at first, I don't remember. I probably got a video of us leaving the club that I'll put in, but we're just walking back to the car. And the car is not far because we parked like right behind the club. We just walked down the strip a little. We just gotta walk back to the strip, turn the corner, and turn left. And the car's right there, right? I think. So we're walking to the car or whatever. So then I think I kept trying to pull Kalisha in front of us because my thing is I'm extremely afraid of being kidnapped. And as you see my stories, I talk about getting kidnapped in everyday life. Like literally every day I talk about getting kidnapped. I'm so scared of being kidnapped, LOL. So I need my eyes on everybody. So me and Shani, we're holding arms and Kalisha's walking behind us. So I kept trying to pull Kalisha in front of us so I can have eyes on Kalisha. And then I have Shani hooked onto me. But Kalisha was like, she wants to stand behind us to get a video. Okay. So me and Shani talking. I don't know at what point, I don't know how long it had been, but it couldn't have been that long because I'm constantly checking on her so I can make sure I got my eyes on everybody. So one time I checked, Kalisha's not back there. So I'm like, what the fuck? Where's Kalisha? So then at this point, Kalisha's missing. I don't know where she went because she had this orange coat on. So I'm like, I can't fucking miss her. Where is she? So at this point, Kalisha is missing. And it's me and Shani. So now I'm panicking because I'm scared of being kidnapped. And I'm thinking that this girl done got kidnapped. And as everybody knows, on First 48, the first 48 hours are crucial to solve a crime. So I need to find her as soon as possible before shit goes left. We only got 48 hours. So I gotta find her ASAP. So I'm looking around for her, whatever. At this point, me and Shani are arm in arm, and I'm going through the parking lot. Kalisha! It's not funny because I was scared. So I'm like literally walking through Ybor yelling this bitch name, and ain't nobody responding to me. So I'm going around yelling, oh, I gotta back up. Damn, I fucked up. I'm gonna have to insert this back. So when we got into the club, Kalisha always holds my card. Because I'm irresponsible. So I leave my wallet in the car, I give her my card, and I'm holding my phone. So when we get inside of the club, my phone's like on 10. So I gave her my phone because she carries a purse, I don't. So I gave her my phone to put in her purse. So I don't know why, but Kalisha also got Shani's phone. So by the time Kalisha went missing, she had everybody's phone with her. So I had no way to call her because she had my phone and she had Shani's phone. So anyway, so she's missing. I ain't got no way to communicate with her. I'm yelling her name out in the middle of Ybor. I cannot find this bitch. So then I flagged down the car to use their phone. So I use their phone. I don't know her number by heart. It's crazy because when I'm sober, when I got back in the car with her, I recited her number to her. So I know her number. I know the first 6 numbers for sure, but those last 4 numbers are like shaky. And I'm drunk, so I cannot remember this girl's phone number for nothing in the world. In hindsight, I should have just called my husband because I know his number by heart and have him call Kalisha. But I'm drunk, so I'm not even thinking of that. And it's like 2 a.m. something. He's probably not awake, but knowing him, he probably was awake. But I should have just called him in hindsight. But I got this dude's phone and I was trying to call her on Messenger. And you know that on Messenger, if you don't have them as a friend, it goes to your hidden messages or like your message request. So I'm calling her on Messenger and it's not ringing because they're not friends. So then I sent her a message on Facebook and I was like, this is Eva, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it said something about this is Eva, don't call this number back or don't call this person back. We're leaving from him. Because I gave him his phone back. Because, you know, you don't want to be, you're doing me a favor by giving you his phone. I'm not going to stay here for hours and just hold your phone. Because clearly this method isn't working because I can't get her to respond on Facebook, and she's probably not even gonna open it because who just checks her message requests all the time? I don't check my message requests ever. So, and by the time I got back with her, she didn't know what message request was. So she wasn't gonna check it. So I gave him his phone back. So then we go back to searching, and my thought was, if we can find the car, we can find Kalisha, because I'm thinking that if she got lost from us, hopefully she just went to the car and she's waiting for us at the car. But I was also scared of finding the car because I'm thinking, what if we find the car and she's not there? And now this girl really done got kidnapped. So I wanted to find the car, but I was also like on edge because I was like really scared that something happened to her. Because I'm like, why the fuck would she just wander off from us? So anyway, so I'm looking for the car. Mind you, I'm looking for the way that the certain parking lot is and the 407 on the wall. I cannot find it. And the further, we just keep walking in circles because I keep passing the same shit and I can't find the actual parking lot. So I cannot find this parking lot to save my fucking life. So then we flagged down another dude, and this time Shiny calls her phone, and I was like, Kalisha's not gonna answer your phone, but maybe if she see, I was thinking like, if you know that we're missing, answer the fucking phone. But anyway, so Shiny's calling her phone, and she's not answering. So she just kept calling her phone. So then we got a third dude, and I think with the third dude, she called her phone as well. And this time she actually got Kalisha on the phone. Mind you, it's sprinkling outside, but I don't really notice it because I'm just outside naked and afraid. Because mind you, I probably got no fucking clothes on and I'm scared. So naked and afraid outside, it's sprinkling. That'll come up later. It doesn't really matter, but it was sprinkling outside. So it's cold. So I'm naked, afraid, and chilly. I don't like that. But yeah, so I'm thinking the liquor kind of wore off because I am so scared. I can't be drunk right now, LOL. So she finally got Kalisha on the phone. And Kalisha's talking about, oh, I'm at the car. And I was like, okay, what cross streets are you on? She was like, I don't know, I'm in the car. Bitch, get the fuck out of the car and look at the cross streets. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So she was like, I don't know where I'm at. I'm where we parked at. I'm like, girl, if we knew where you parked at, we would be there. Like, did you ever think of that? And she was like, oh, I'm right behind 7th and Grove. Mind you, by this point, I knew for a fact she was not behind 7th and Grove because we were behind 7th and Grove. Because at this point, I got my bearings enough to where we literally went back to 7th and Grove. And then I went back to White Lot and went inside. Mind you, by this point, the club was closed. So they wouldn't let us back inside. So I'm talking to the bodyguard. I was like, did you see a girl with an orange coat or whatever? And he was like, no, I have not seen her. So at this point, we walked back around to 7th and Grove. We're literally standing behind 7th and Grove. So she's saying she's behind 7th and Grove. I'm like, no, the fuck you're not, because we're behind 7th and Grove. So anyway, we ain't making no solutions. We're just arguing at this point because you're being dumb. So we're just arguing. And I'm like, at least she ain't fucking missing, but now you're being silly. So yeah. So then I think she hung up. I was like, what is wrong with this bitch? So then we found another man. Another man, and he was like, oh, y'all can come sit in my truck. Bitch, I'm definitely scared now. No, I'm not sitting in your fucking truck. And he was like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything to you. I got sisters. Why do niggas say that? Like, I hate when niggas say that because who gives a damn? I think everybody got sisters. Majority of people got sisters and everybody got a mama. That don't make me feel no safer. The fact that you said that, now I'm extra scared because why are you trying to make me feel so comfortable? Are you a rapist? I don't like that. Don't say that to me. So here goes Shiny. I don't know why I feel more secure because it's two of us. Like we're not gonna get kidnapped in doubles, but for some reason I'm like, we're good. It's two of us. We could jump this nigga. So we got in this man's truck. I was like, oh, this is the beginning of the end. I'm about to have to do this nigga in. But so we got in his truck or whatever. So we get in his truck, and then I call Kalisha back on this man's phone. and somebody, she was like, you keep calling me from random numbers. We're missing and you have my phone. What do you want me to do? So we called her, and then this is so funny because she was like, send me your location, but I'm stupid because literally earlier that day when I was at my sister's house, she had called me and asked me to send her my location at my sister's house. That was the first time in my life I've ever done it. It took me like 5 minutes to actually find the button to send somebody my location. Like, she has my location, but she wanted me to like actually send her my exact location. I don't know, but I figured out how to do it. So it was so funny me doing it at that moment because I couldn't fucking figure it out. So at this point, I'm on this man's Find My iPhone. I'm in the complete wrong spot. So I see this man, this shit. I forget his name, but it was like either John or Jesse or something like that. And I saw his name because it was on his Find My iPhone. We saw all his little devices on there. So then Shani was like, just do it from the text message. So she typed Kalisha's number into the text message and sent our location to her through there. So then it wasn't going through. So like she wasn't getting the location, but I would send her a text and she would get the text message, but then she wouldn't get the location. So then the dude was like, just meet me at the McDonald's. And then Kalisha was like, all right, and wanted to hang up the phone. To me, that's so dumb because now we're going to get to the McDonald's and now we're miscommunicating about where at McDonald's we're at. Just have clear communication. I will send the address to the McDonald's we're going to. So apparently it's only one McDonald's, and the man was getting pissed because we was like, send her the location. I guess he was getting pressed because we had like he a kidnapper or whatever. But no, I don't play like that. Actually send her the address so we can make sure because this is a long night. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. But yeah, so we sent her the address to the McDonald's we're going to. So then we're driving to the McDonald's. Mind you, I'm actually still drunk. I don't know why. I thought because I was scared I'm not drunk no more. So I'm just sitting. So I'm sitting in the whole seat. So I'm sitting right here in the back of this man's truck. And Shani's right here. So I love being around people who like talk to strangers. Like I talk to strangers, but not too fucking much. Because she was like entertaining. It's like when we get in Ubers, Legarius talks to the Uber driver because I hate small talk. Either tell me all your business or shut the fuck up. I don't like small talk. So I like going with people who could do the small talk so I ain't gotta say shit. So Shani is talking to the man. I'm sitting in the whole seat, staring at this man's head because I'm trying to make sure I got a good angle to hit him in his shit if something go left. And I was like, trying to get it from the left side. I got it from the right side, and we gonna do something to this nigga if he tries something. So I'm just making sure we could whoop him, and she is entertaining him with conversation. So we in the back of this man's truck or whatever. So he asked Shani what her name is, and she said, Madam. Bro, that blew me so bad. Because she does rap or whatever, so her rapper name is like Madam X Shanice. I think that's the order. But she told this man that her name was Madam. And all of my homegirls, they be having fake names, but me personally, it's just Eva. Actually, you can follow me on TikTok at As Told by Eva. Like I give everybody my real name and my real number because I don't play like that. I don't play my life like that. It's never that serious because I'm not gonna remember the fake name I gave you. And who cares if you know my fucking name? My friends couldn't give me the text back. So what make you think that you could give me the text back? You got my number. Everybody got my fucking number. But anyway, so yeah. So she said, Madam. And I was like, oh, this bitch finna get us murdered. So she said, Madam. That got that man upset. So he was like, why you can't tell me your name? And she's like, my name is Madam. And she was like, I think they was talking about, oh, she ain't got to give her government name or whatever. So they arguing at this point. And then he was talking about, oh, I got this house in St. Pete. I got this house over there. And me personally, I think it's so lame when niggas try to flex about money. Like, I just don't like that shit because we could go man for man. I'm just kidding. But I don't like it. I think it's so corny. I feel like people with money don't got to flex money for real. But anyway, and you never finna impress me with what you got. It just annoys me, actually. And you know what really kills? I'm about to be shady. But what really kills me is when bitches be designer down, living with their people or living in an apartment. A nigga with no assets can't do shit for me. Sorry. I don't shoot the messenger. Anyways. So yeah. So they argue about Shani name. Whatever. So so then he was like, you know what Madam means? I don't know if there's little kids on here. You really shouldn't be watching my videos because I cuss a lot. But Madam is like a whore. LOL. So Madam is like an escort. Like that's what the name literally means. So he pretty much trying to insinuate, oh, if you a madam, you need to do madam things or whatever. I'm like, nigga, we about to jump this nigga for real. That's crazy. So they arguing. We get to the McDonald's, and here I go. I'm in here trying to suck up as much heat from this car as I can because we finna be out in this cold. So I'm just sitting here trying to absorb all the heat I can out of this car because it's fucking cold outside. And Shani argued with the man. He put us on his car. Why'd you put us out? But he put us on his car. So we go out and we sit on like the little, like a little post thing for, not a post, like a little brick where the parking spot is. We go and sit out there. So then he was like, oh, I feel bad. Y'all can come sit in the car. I was like, no, we're good. Thank you so much for bringing us or whatever. Bro, I tell you, police took forever to this gas station. So she finally gets there. I get in the car. Tell me why this bitch, she gonna throw my ID and my card at me. Bitch, how you mad at me because you went missing? So she was like, oh, I call it yours. You might want to tell him that you're fine. Bitch. And I was like, this bitch will never see my face again. LOL, I stay saying that. But she had me upset at that moment. How are you mad at me when we've been looking for you for 2 hours? And then my thing was, I was never worried about getting home because I could always call Legarius or call my mama to come get us. Like, that wasn't a problem. I was scared that something happened to her. So I'm over here worried about you and you're being a bitch. Like, I don't like that. But yeah. So anyway, we get back to the car. We get back to the house, whatever. I was asleep in the car. Good night. So I was asleep. So by the time we get back to the house, luckily I remember where the fuck her apartment was because she got out of the car and she went missing. So I knew where her apartment was, so I knew where to go. And she locked us out the fucking house. Bitch, why'd you lock us out the house? So she locked us out the house. And then, so I don't know if I knocked or if I called her, but she came back and she unlocked the door. So I got in the house. Bro, I was so fucking drunk that I was trying my best to stay awake for Shani to make it into the house. But I opened that door and I got on the couch and I was knocked. So she made it in the house or whatever. So then I woke up in the middle of the night. Bro, tell me why I threw up on her carpet. Luckily, it wasn't the carpet. It was like her rug underneath her couch. I threw up on that bitch like 3 times. But it's crazy because I don't ever get sick. But I threw up on that girl's carpet, on that girl rug. I felt so bad. But so then I'm like drunk as fuck, and I get up and I clean up her rug because don't be throwing on people shit. And then you leave it there. So like, I like threw up because I couldn't walk, but I did clean it up or whatever. So I cleaned up her rug or whatever. And I was freezing. The girl didn't give me no blanket. But yeah, so we all went to sleep or whatever. So then the next day we wake up and she came in there. And it's so funny. I don't know why I do this, but I've been doing this since I was like a kid. When I wake up, I never just be like, oh, I'm awake. I pretend like I'm asleep so I can hear what people be saying around me. Because yeah, what y'all be saying? I do that all the time. Like, I could be like awake for 2 hours. I'm trying to just sit here and pretend like I'm asleep and listen to what the fuck y'all got to say. I've been doing that since I was literally a kid. But that's what I was doing. I woke up and I was laying there and they said something about this bitch. I said, oh, I've been up. LOL. Don't say shit slip. But anyway, so we all got up or whatever. And you know me, I can't hold nothing in. So she was in the living room. I was like, I threw up on your rug. I'm like, I cleaned it up. So I really didn't have to tell you, but I would be such a bitch if I threw up on your shit and didn't tell you. So I did tell her I threw up on the rug or whatever. So then we recapping or whatever. Bro, I'm sick as shit. Like, it's crazy because I don't get sick. And I really don't know why I was sick because I wasn't even mixing. But I think I just drunk so much. Like, when I think about it, I have been drinking since like 6. From like 6 to 3. And I was drinking. And I already don't drink like that. That's why like when I went to LA last weekend or 2 weekends ago, I didn't even drink for real. Because baby, I don't drink like that. And I can't be fucked up weekend after weekend. That's just not me. But yeah, so yeah. So then we went to Zaxby's. I love Zaxby's. Wings and things. And then Kalisha told me that after we left the club, we all walked to the car. Like, she thought that we like saw the car and that we kept walking to talk in private. And I just got one question. Is this camera on me? That's stupid. Because she know how much I'm scared of being kidnapped. I would never leave her by herself on purpose. Never in life. So I'm going to forgive her for that one. LOL. I give her a pass because I understand what she's saying. But as a woman, don't ever leave your friends by themselves for any reason at all. Even as a man, that shit is dangerous. I don't do shit like that. So it blew me that she thought that. Because had she just remembered how paranoid I am and just said, hey, where y'all going? It could have avoided all of that. But what's crazy is we probably weren't even that far. It's probably just where I started looking, I went in the wrong direction. Because I bet you we weren't that far. It's not like we walked for 10 minutes before I noticed that she was gone. I was just drunk and disoriented, I guess. But she was like that she thought that we knew where the car was. So she was waiting for us to come back. And that she had called Legarius and she had called her mama for what to do. I was just trying to get to her before she left. Because if she was at the car, I don't want her to leave us out here and we still wondering where she is. But anyway, we all made it out safe. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do if I got this girl kidnapped? That would be crazy. Like, what if she ended up on like Lifetime or Oxygen or whatever? That would suck for everybody. But luckily we found her. But yeah. Then she brought us home or whatever. And I did buy her a new rug. I'm not that weird of a bitch. LOL. But yeah, that's a story. That man tried to have Shani do madam-like activities with him. And he was fat and ugly. Nigga, I'm here for the heat. And the heat and a ride home. Or a ride to the McDonald's. Either way. But yeah, that's the end of my story, y'all. What y'all think? I got 2 questions for you. In the comments, tell me about the rules of fighting with your friends. Like, are you supposed to jump bitches? Or like, what would you do if your friend is losing in the fight? Like, tell me the rules on that so I could get some clarification. Number 1. Number 2, did you subscribe? Yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So much think about this video. I got a lot of videos in mind, but let me know if you have any suggestions. I be like, I don't got that many stories, but for some reason, when I'm trying to go to bed at night, all I can think about is my stories, and then I can't get any rest. But then when it's time to record, not the first story comes to my mind, but it is what it is, I guess. Also, do y'all like my pink room? You can't really see my pink couch. It's really cute up in here. I might give y'all a picture from the mirror because it's really fucking cute in here. But yeah, the end. See y'all. I don't need a ride.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, 2-turn